Okay, everyone. Surprise, surprise. I'm live with you tonight on a Friday night in the Stand Chat Extra. I hope I can catch some of you. Some of you were just chatting on my page amongst each other or amongst yourselves about wanting me to go live a little bit more. But did you know that I was already planning on it, my friends? So great minds think alike. So here's what you have to do for me. As you come in, please say hello, just like Alicia did. Hello, Alicia. Hope you're doing well. Yes, we're going to do some creating tonight with more in colors, some more new things, and some existing things. Hey, Leslie, how are you doing? Saturday for you. Hello, James. James, are you the same James that was on with me a couple of weeks ago? If so, hello. Hey, Kathy, how are you doing? Thank you for sharing. Well, hello, everybody. I'm a little bit later for East Coasters for sure. Well, all right, James, welcome back. We're going to do a little crafty creating again, and we're going to use your favorite tool, the Take Your Pick tool, because you don't leave home without it when you're a paper crafter. Uh, Thank you for sharing. Jean's here. I just texted Jean because Jean and Kathy were posting on my page saying, wouldn't it be nice since Lisa's not in Mexico? No, they didn't say that. And I said, how do you know I'm not in Mexico for the incentive trip? Well, you know what? I'm not on the incentive trip yet, but I will be there. And I hope that a lot of you are there with me. But for right now, we're going to have our own fun. We are going to craft with some of the new products. I'm going to talk about a couple of things coming up in the Spin Zoo world. And let's just have fun. Okay. So keep the comments coming. That's your part of the deal here. Let's chat. You can stamp with me. I'll stamp right along with me at your own place and let me know what you're working on. And you can even snap a picture and tag me, hashtag Stamping Zoo. And I would love to see what you've been working on. So give me some inspiration. I need it. How was everyone's Friday? Or in Leslie's case, Saturday? I hope it's going well. Mine's been good. Mine's been good because, oh, my manager and I wrapped up 99%. We wrapped up a big project today. I wish I could have checked it, officially checked it off the list. But I told her no, I was not going to officially check it off the log until it was put to bed in the mail. So those are the rules. But you know what? The stress part is over. And so what did I want to come do when I got off work? I wanted to take a nap. Check. And I wanted to come live with you. Check. Very fun. And if anyone's watching on Instagram, hello. I'm very glad to be with you. Don't know if I can see comments, but here's how you can connect with me. You can follow me at thestampingzoo.com, and you can come on to my YouTube channel or Facebook and say hello that way. Please subscribe and follow these pages and this channel if you haven't already. All of that interaction helps the Stamping Zoo to grow. I am a stamping business of one. And so you can't get much more small business than that. But oh, we have fun here. We have so much fun. So please follow me for more if you are new. And if you're new, hey, just start commenting. This is a great group of crafty friends here in all of the comments. You can also find my creations on Pinterest and more on Instagram, as you can see right now. Okay, we've got some rain, Jean. Well, you know what? It was sunny here, which is great, but it was very springy. It was cool and windy. So we did not even go out for our WALK today, but they're okay. You know, I took them yesterday. So we don't wait too many days without that. So hello, everyone. All right. You know what? I'm just going to point you down. We're not doing any graphics tonight because we just talked about everything last night. But oh, I will make a little bit of a plea. Now, I do not do this often, but let me give you a little bit of a backstory. So, as most of you know, I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. One of the things that means is that I sell all the beautiful products we're going to be using tonight, and oh, I don't know, thousands more. You just have to go to thestandingzoo.com, hit the Shop Now tab, and you can see all the beautiful things. We also have a new catalog coming. Let me find it. All the products in this catalog, with maybe rare exception, but the products in this catalog are going live May 1st, midnight. I'll be up ordering, will you? And so I have a bunch of new classes, and my existing event are going to be in the new products in this catalog. Can't wait. And so if you would like a catalog and you live in the United States and you're not working with another demonstrator, please reach out to me, send me your mailing address, and I would love to put a catalog in the mail to you, okay? So we have a little contest going in the Stampin' Up! World amongst all demonstrators, and the goal was set forth by the company to better our best. And so we are tasked with bettering our sales from a year ago. So we have to earn a minimum or more than we did. There's like a certain minimum or more than you did last year if you were over the minimum last year in April. Well, I've had a great April 2024, but apparently April 2023 was really good for me. So I'm sending out this call to action, this plea for you to do a little shopping with me if you need anything. I am $277 away from doing my best year over year. And so, it won't take too many orders, or if somebody has a huge order of $277. No. If you have an order of $277, I want you to wait till May 1st and get your starter kit and get all sorts of fun things. If you would like to order some products now, you could help me and you, because there are several items that are mainstays. Okay, cardstock, adhesive, envelopes, they are going to have a price increase, but not until May 1st. So I'm going to post on Facebook, on my Facebook page here, I'm going to post the list of the main price increases right after this video. And you can save like $1.50 on a pack of cardstock. So it wouldn't take very long before you paid for your shipping and got yourself some cardstock at the sale price, well, at the old price, okay, of $10. Whereas on May 1st, the very same cardstock is going to be $11.50. So me, and you'll help yourself too. All right, everyone. Thank you for letting me put that plea out there. I don't directly ask for sales for a certain time period, but as I said, I'm playing along. Everyone wants to set forth or to achieve the goal, right? And I've been working hard, and now I'm down to the last like 4 days. And so I just thought I'd mention it. So thank you in advance, lovely friends. Okay, let me grab my desk and we can get rid of the keyboard now. And did you notice I'm not wearing the dog leash today? I don't have to wear the dog leash. I finally remembered to bring the wireless AirPods home, whatever they're called. I call them earbuds. I'm sure they're called something else. Okay, so how about this card, friends? This is, the color's a little off because it is a little dark here. And so I have lighting, and we're always messing around with lighting. But this is the beautiful peach pie. And it probably just looks a little more vibrant online or on camera than it does in real life. But isn't it fun? And so I've used a few products here that are available now. And I've used a few products that are going live on May 1st. So we have a cool little mashup of things you could purchase tonight and you can put on your list for May 1st, because I'm sure a lot of you are going to be joining my crafty team, the Zoo Crew. And you're going to want to have certain items in your wish list so you can get all of your products in your starter kit for that huge deal that I talked about last night. So this is the card, and so lucky to know you. I love that sentiment, and I don't think we've had that sentiment. So we're going to make a play on this card. We are going to use the same layout, this mostly the same products, but we are going to feature Petunia Pop, okay? Other in color. Now this is a card we made last night, remember, with a little bit of the watercolor technique, basically stamping in ink and onto watercolor paper that had been saturated with water. So if you missed that, that is saved for you on Facebook and YouTube. So feel free to check that one out with a little sparkly on the inside. And I also had made this one. I didn't make it with you, but I made it in advance, just to feature that beautiful paper mostly. So this is some beautiful scenic paper, and you can slice it apart and just create a little bit of interest simply by slicing the scene apart, right? Leslie, you just head on over to YouTube if you need to. You know, I hear that when people do have trouble, it's normally with book, right? So I don't have trouble with Facebook, but when I hear about people complaining about their streaming, it's on Facebook. So head on over to YouTube. That's okay. Or Instagram if you prefer. All right, everyone. So let me bring the products in, give you a little show what we're going to be using. I am featuring the Country Flowers bundle. It's very popular right now amongst us demonstrators. You could pre-order this, but this is new product coming to us in the annual catalog beginning May 1st. So again, this is something you could add to your starter kit. And that starter kit deal is if you do $90 plus tax, you get to choose $125 of product of your choice. Anything you want, anything new, retired, or not retired, but anything new, anything existing, anything on clearance. And then the company will give you an extra $82 of in-color products. It's a tremendous starter kit. It's going to be a nice big box. And then after that, you can shop until the end of October with a 20% discount, and you buy as much or as little as you want. And then if you've met your minimums, you can shop again. And if you don't, you just come back to me as a customer. That's it. It's like a frequent flyer starter kit. Okay. So please take advantage of that. It's a great deal. All right. So we're all going to be using the radiating stitches. These are currently in inventory. They are an online exclusive. That's what they're called, radiating stitches. Okay. And so I've stamped that out or die cut it in Petunia Pop. That's one of our beautiful new in colors. And we'll be using the other in colors with this card as well. And then I created this. Who knows where this came from? It's a stamp set. You can purchase it right now. Who knows? You can put it in the comments if you know what that stamp set is called. I haven't seen it a lot. I haven't seen it out and about a lot, but I've been wanting to play with it. And so this was just a start. It's called Textured Timber. It's another online exclusive. So it's got these great images. And in fact, I was playing. So this is like the birch image, and this is on basic beige. Yeah, that looks pretty realistic to what it is. Isn't it fun? Even just for a pattern, you know, you could turn it this way, and then it just almost looks like grass cloth wallpaper. So anyway, just imagine that on any of our different colors, and it's just gorgeous. So anyway, Textured Timber, 163656. Okay, or you can just search on the name. The search engine is our website, so you won't have any troubles finding it. Okay, so I've got a basic white cardstock, or basic white card base in thick. It's a heavier weight, so when you're making cards in white, you want to have some white regular cardstock and white thick, because the white thick stands up as a card base should, and the white regular cardstock it's really smooth, and it's best for stamping and coloring. You get the best images on that. So, and then this is what it's going to look like immediately on the background of this. Isn't that beautiful? This like pink violet color. And then we will layer up this pecan pie. I've just stamped this in pecan pie on singular cardstock, and then I fussy cut it. And it does look like Ringed with Nature, doesn't it? Yeah, that's retiring, but it does look a lot like Ringed with Nature, but textured timber. Yes. So, and then I am going to, well, we will have to decide. But I think we're going to use this pail instead with this larger flower bouquet arrangement. And we're going to see how that looks. And so here I used, of course, the little teapot, short and stout. Use that. I used this beautiful leaf image, and I used this for the background. Now I'm seeing. I used this for the background here, but I also, I don't know if, yeah, there we go. I did a second generation stamping on the teapot. So it almost kind of looks like an Asian design, right? Just a little extra thing that you can play with your stamps and try to create more interest. Because otherwise the teapot is just plain on the front. So when you're using the teapot or all these vessels, just think about, or even this little table, think about die cutting them out of designer series paper, glimmer paper, doing the stamping technique like I did. You can do lots of different things. Then, of course, you can color them with all of our coloring tools. So let's give this a try. I say try because I haven't done it yet. And so we'll see if the scale works out the way we like it. And then, of course, we have all the beautiful ribbon. We have coordinating ribbon, and we have coordinating dots, resin dots. We also have sparkly dots too. So if we need some more sparkle, then we can do that. Yes. Okay. All right, everyone. So here we go. Let me get this out, and we're going to stamp on this, right, with the large flower image. And then we will stamp that once to color and die cut as well. And that's my card base. So Lisa, put that off to the side so you're not stamping on it. That's happened before. And then I just got some scraps of the my basic white. So since we're going to die cut, we can use all the shapes. And I have my little mini die cut here. So we can do this card from beginning to end together. Okay, so I don't know what color I should stamp this on, what ink I should use when I color it. Maybe a gray. I actually stamped this one in Mossy Meadow, and I love how it turned out because it really just became like a third color for the leaves. So I stamped it in Mossy Meadow, and then I used my Lemon Lime Twist blends to color it. And that was it. Really simple, but I think it had a great effect. And I really like Lemon Lime Twist with peach pie. Okay, we're going to set those off to the side. We don't use the same colors. We're going to mostly use, the in colors. I have something I colored up here not too long ago. Where is it? Where is it? Let me see. Maybe I already got it out. I'm too efficient. It's somewhere over here. But in the meantime, here are beautiful colors. Pretty in Pink. I froze for a minute. My mouth froze, not the camera. Pretty in Pink. Shy Shamrock. Peach Pie, of course. Summer Splash. Actually, I think that's Shy Shamrock, yes. And this is Summer Splash. You have to see them together, and then you can say, oh, the one that's more blue, Summer Splash. And Petunia Pop, our featured color tonight. If you are loving these colors and you can't get enough of them, use the link in the description below to sign up for my In Color Club. It's going to be 5 months of product kits sent to your house and online crafting with me. Okay, so take a look at that, read all of the details, and if it sounds great to you, please sign up sooner rather than later, because you need to sign up by the 30th. Okay. Otherwise, I have to close it and get started on creating. Okay. I think let's do a gray like I was talking about. Let's do not a blue gray because we're trying to play with there. I think I like that. Not a blue gray. Not if we had a brown gray. You know what? Let me see what it looks like in basic beige. I don't know. Maybe. Okay, I'm not seeing any comments. Is anybody chatting with me? Am I still live here? Oh, that's pretty. Don't go to sleep on me now. Well, that wouldn't look bad. Okay, that's on deck. That's really pretty, isn't it? Lightens up a little bit. And so it might not be dark enough. That's my only concern. But we're going to give it a try. I have to, we have new neutrals now. Jean's here. Okay. Jean's awake. If Jean's awake, you should be awake. But as we, Jean drinks coffee 24, well, unless she's sleeping, Jean's drinking coffee. Is that true, Jean? Okay, now let's put this on. And I am going to stamp that in Petunia Pop. And so I may just use Petunia Pop, really drive that color home. This is pretty little, I don't know, I kind of want to call it a bucket. Don't want to call it an urn because that makes me think of cremation, which I would not be putting on a card. No disrespect, but I wouldn't be putting that on a card. So let's call it a flower page. And then I probably won't do my little technique of stamping because this image is a lot larger and I think it's going to blur the detailed lines. Whereas with this one that I used, what I ended up doing, bring this little part, if you can imagine, this is on a stamp. And then all I did was, you know, die the teapot, I stamped it down like this. And so it just came right inside the margins. Looked like some Asian hand stamping. There's a little smiley face. All right. James is awake, alive, and happy. James, did you have a good week, James? I hope so. All right. Now this, and hello, Mary Ellen. A game of pinochle. That's cool. My mom and dad used to play pinochle, and I remember my mom tried to teach me and my brothers. They weren't very old, and I wasn't very old either. And my mom, at that time, she's better, a little better now. She had the patience of a gnat, and so as you can imagine, that went really well. And my brothers were good men, probably still aren't. So, yeah. Jean says at this point, Petunia Pop is her favorite, but her grandmother likes pie. So Summer Splash is the second choice. I like it. Okay, so let me see here. So Jean is going to have fun with the in colors in the in color club, aren't you, Jean? Uh-oh, my light went out. Oh, well. You don't worry about me. You just need to worry about seeing these beautiful colors. And we've got good lighting right up here. So get out. No, that's shaded spruce. We want to use Shy Shamrock. Okay. We want to use Petunia Pop. I just like saying it, you know? Petunia Pop is just so cute. Oh gosh, should have put that in advance because where are they? How about this one? Well, that's pretty in pink. We want to use that too. And Petunia Pop, where are you? Stand out for me. There we go. Okay, so these are our blends. They are sold compact, a light and a dark for $10. The price is going up to $11 May 1st. So you can't get these until May 1st, but you can get all the existing colors and save yourself a little money. Hey, I know the in colors are the best in a while, aren't they? Last year I could really appreciate those colors, but I didn't instantly fall in love with them. Now they're like just basics. I'm using them right and left. But let me move this, please. I mean, if the battery's dead, it's just in my way. it's just one more thing that I could knock over. So let's get that little guy out of my way. Okay, so we are going to die cut that. And then let's color these flowers and see what happens. Now, where is that card? I had a card that I did with you guys last week that I was going to use for inspiration. Oh, well. Yes, Kathy Walton, which is going to be your favorite color? Do you know yet? Is there a front runner? Now, did I grab? Yeah, see, I grabbed Summer Splash. And I type out and put these little labels on them. But of course, um, they have the same initials. So I think I spied them. There we go. So we're going to use that for our greenery. So you can see how well these three in colors work together. It is Friday. I don't know if you're crazy or not, Jill, but it's Friday. Okay, I can attest to that. But you're having a little Stampin' Chat extra. How about that? And please, everyone, if you have not yet voted for your chopped favorites, please do so. It's hard to choose a favorite this time. Not your favorites, your favorite. You only get one vote. So choose carefully. And it's a tough decision again this month. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can, of course, go over to the Stamping Zoo and read all about it. You can, I think it's probably in the description here. But if you go over to the stampingzoo.com, you can read about it. And then it's so fun. You can sign up to participate in next month's contest. It's only $8 a month. You could stop anytime you want to take a break. But I don't think you're going to want to take a break. It's just a little competition we do. And then if you are the winner of the voting that takes place every month, then you get to help me plan the kit for the following month because you get to choose 2 of the cardstock colors that we use, as well as getting your kit for free then. So, yes, you know what? I heard the audience requested and I came live. How about that? I was just lazing around otherwise. Not really. I was already planning this. And I was in the craft room and then I saw Kathy and Jean speaking of me, and I thought, I can't wait to go live with those girls. They're so fun. So let's see here. And then everyone just jumped on, right? So let's see. Weekend plans is I get to play in the craft room a lot, and I'm super excited about it. Lots of designing for events that a lot of you are signed up for. And then I am also going to dinner at kind of a nicer place downtown with a couple of my girlfriends tomorrow night. Then I'm taking my friend Taylor out for pizza and ice cream on Sunday. And walking dogs, napping, I hope. Getting back on a regular sleep schedule because this week has been wonky to say the least. You know this, and a lot of you are like this. My brain just won't shut down when I'm working on a lot of things. Numbers get in there, and minutia. Like, for example, as I'm coloring this, I'll tell you this crazy thing. I work with taxes, and so we have lots of electronic things. We have a lot of paper still. And I started thinking at night when I was trying to go to sleep, hey, I think these particular work papers would work a lot better if I took them out of what they're in and put a 3-ring binder. And then I started thinking, well, if I put them in a 3-ring binder, will they fit into the file drawers that I have, or are they going to take up too much space? This is what was consuming my thought. And as I was thinking it, I was thinking, okay, you got to go to sleep. And I knew it was crazy, but I couldn't put it out of my mind. And I told my manager, we have a morning recap. And I said, well, I had about 3 hours sleep. And here's one of the projects I was working on in my head. And so then this morning I gave her this project that we're talking about to work on. I prepared it, she reviews it, right? And she brought it back to me in a 3-ring binder. You gotta love that. You gotta love a manager that indulges your anxieties. Yep, this is coming along, isn't it? Very light, almost like no line coloring or no line watercoloring. And I'm kind of focusing on leaving a little bit of the base so you can see it. But if you want to do some no line watercoloring or no line coloring, I think Basic Base is going to be a great addition to your craft room. So let's bring in some of the Petunia Pop. I don't want it to be the major player because it's we have all the Petunia Pop in the cardstock. It's so I just want to do these little flowers, just the little guys. And so now this is a dark color. It's definitely taking over, but that's life. We're too far into it now. We're not redoing it. So I'll kind of make it a little more disjointed so you can see the differences. And let's go ahead and just do all those little ones. They're like a buttercup shape. Little tulip that hasn't quite opened yet. I have some gorgeous tulips in my front yard, and it's been there over 20 years. And they are not in the same place that they used to be because they got moved during my remodel when they were kind of, revamping my landscape. But they're still there and they're so gorgeous. And I really would like to. I remember the place that I bought them online, and I really would like to get more of them and do like 3 areas. But that might be my little project. So I'm just coloring away here, friends. And you guys are chatting, which I love so much. So once we finish this, then we'll do our die cutting and we'll see how it goes. Now I'm bringing in some of the, oh, okay. Now I'm coloring with the light. I thought I was coloring with the light, but that's okay. So I did the little flower on the inside in the dark, and then I'll do the light here. And boop. Yes, and I have I have a lot of hay fever. I have bad hay fever, but I love plants, probably like a lot of you. And so anyway, I have these particular plants in the backyard. They're called Daphnes, and they are very fragrant. Right now, when they're blooming, they're so fragrant that I have to limit the time that I'm out there. But I don't want to get rid of them because I love them so much. It's just this certain time of year. But I have some work I need to do out there tomorrow, so I'm going to have to really load up on the allergy medicine and get out there with the Daphne. They're so cute, though. And not everybody has them, so I think it's fun to have things that are a little bit unique to my area. Just like everybody else, my area is getting hotter, so it's getting to be more of a challenge to try and hide these special things in shade. But we can work on it, can't we? Thank you for sharing, Kathleen. And thanks for coming on. Dawn, you're up late. Did you have a busy day? Were you building a house for humanity today? Did you make 100 cards? Casey's our little go-getter. You guys know that. Let's see here. Let's do this one. And so I'm using the dark Shy Shamrock. It's very cute. I like it. Hey, Trish. I know, Friday night, right? Why not? So there we go. We've got the in colors of Petunia Pop, um, Pretty in Pink, and Shy Shamrock, stamped with basic beige. So very light stamping. But you can still see it. It's very nice. Okay, and it's not going to fight with all the other colors that we have going on. So I think we are at the die cut stage. T minus 5 seconds. Die cut stage. Clear the decks a tiny bit, and I'm bringing in the mini. Oh my goodness, if you don't have the mini, you got to get it because it's so versatile. Like, can't really choose. I guess if I had to only choose one, I'd choose the large one because it cuts everything out. But you know, the mini probably cuts like 90% of our things out. And it's so convenient to take to a friend's house or to, you know, you have friends stamping with you. You can use the regular size one and they can use the mini. Just a real die cutting party. You were just checking Facebook before going to bed. Oh, very nice. Your great grandson has a soccer game tomorrow. Well, that's exciting. I hope he does well and nobody nobody falls when they're not supposed to and that you have a great time. Okay. And this is our big bouquet. I feel like this is a succulent. It's just kind of a succulent shape. And all right, now look, both of those fit on there so nicely. They were MFEO, made for each other. Okay. And let's just grab those. Now again, this timber cut, I don't know what you want to call it, this round, this lumber round is from Textured Timber. And online, oh man, I gotta redo that. Look, looks like somebody was doing a little drink when they die cut that one. This, however, turned out great. Ooh, thank goodness, because that was what we've just been working on for 5 minutes. He's 6. I don't you love that? I know. Sometimes they're really good. My brother says. My brother's son is 4. I think 3. Well, 4. Let's just say he's 4. And anyway, I was asking him, I said, do the kids even know what they're doing? And he goes, oh, yeah, the kids know what they're doing nowadays. He said that some kids are like, well, he said a lot of the kids have older siblings that know how to play soccer and have played soccer. So the little kids, they aren't messing around. Oh, Leslie, you're so sweet. Who needs Mexico? We can sit here and stamp together. It's all good. Mexico would be good, but this is really fun too. Don't think I don't appreciate and love my stamping time with you. It's so fun. We can go to Mexico together on the next incentive trip. How about that? Okay. Yeah, Mary Ellen says it's always fun to watch the grandkids. I saw that you jumped in on replay last night, Mary Ellen, and I think you said you were at a track meet. Good for you. Okay, so right now I'm sizing this up. And there's a little dot there where you can kind of see through that, but I can't look through that right now because no disrespect, but you're my you are in my way. The camera's in my way. So let me see. Okay. I think this is better. 6. Yes, my little Atlas. He was in my niece's wedding. My niece is like, he was born later than his cousins. So we had a good long stretch with just 2 kids. And then Atlas came along. So anyway, Atlas was the ring bearer in my niece's wedding. And oh my God, he was just loving it. Loving it. So he was waving. he was wearing sunglasses and a suit, just like the groomsman. Beautiful gray suit. Okay, there we go. That's the money die cut right there. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Yes, and so he's wearing sunglasses, and then he was carrying an attaché case, a little suitcase, and it said ring security on it. So it was very cute. And he had a little, they had little ring or flower girl there too. And oh my, we're just having fun together. At Atlas, he does love the little girls. So he was happy. So this is how it's shaping up. I think that's going to be really pretty. I might even like it better than the teapot. Final stamping though is I need to bring this in with the petunia pop, right? And we are going to move Peach Pie over for a minute and move my white card base out of the way because we're going to do some stamping. This is going to be like our designer series paper, and we're the designer. And so I like to do a diagonal and then fill in after that. And I am turning it, and I want this full strength. It's so beautiful. So I am stamping it each time, or inking it each time. Okay, and then isn't this, whoa, it's gorgeous already. I can't get over it. Kind of want to work towards, like look where your next couple of spots are going to be so that you don't have to, the images can all have a little bit of space and not cross over if you're lucky. Oh, yes. We are so good at this. And I know you can see that on the camera. You don't even need me to bring it up for you to see it, do you? It is called Petunia Pop, after all. Yes, Mr. Atlas. His name's Atlas. You gotta love that. Both my brothers named their kids with some personality names. And they all have great personalities. So there you go. This is as easy as it gets. Okay, radiating stitches for a little bit of textural interest around the outside, and then just inking with the same color ink on the cardstock. If you don't have all of the colors of ink, but you want to get a similar effect, then just a minute, I'm going to show you the little trick. Some of you know what I'm going to say. Make sure. Remember when I said I was going to move that thing out of the way so I didn't knock it over? Okay, so make sure you have a Versamark ink pad. This is a watermarking ink pad. So when you stamp an image, let's see here. I'm just going to do it for you instead of just talking about it. Say you're brand new to stamping, you don't have all the ink pads yet, like all of us, it takes a while. You ink it up with Versamark and then stamp onto the cardstock. And you're going to get the lighter version, but the same effect. And that may be what you want too, is a lighter version of this slower drying ink. So don't immediately start working with it. But that is great. And it does that with every color. All right. So just keep that in mind. Always get a Versamark ink pad first with the reader. And then as you're building up your colors, you still have this to really do all these techniques. Okay, so beautiful. I just love it. What? Leslie says they named your great granddaughter. Can't say you're excited about it. You know what? You know that you love her, and then you love the name. It's in my experience. What can I say? Because I don't know. By the time Atlas came along, I'm kind of like, whatever. They're naming kids all sorts of things, right? But my niece's name is Catalina, and my nephew's name is Jen, and not Jim, Jin. And so Yeah, we got some different names. We've got some non-traditional names. Oh, I'm in love with this. And then we're gonna put a little ribbon on it. Okay, so what was looking at was which pattern do I like the best? I think I like that. Kind of just figure out which is going to be the top and which is going to be the bottom. So after we do that, let's bring in our Seal Plus. Well, I mean, if you're going to think of using the name Atlas traditionally, you think of, the god Atlas, and he was a man. So, but we'll see how the girl is, right, Leslie? Um, you'll have to send me a picture. Well, if you want to. Um, I am all for keeping the privacy of kids online too. I don't want to sound like I'm intruding, but you know what? She's gonna have some personality from the get. Okay, and now I'm just using the seal, the regular seal, um, around. Well, maybe I am, except this one's out. It's out. Okay, it's easy to change, but I don't have a refill over here, but I do have an extra one. I got a loaded, I think. There we go. I have a couple loaded tape runners at all times. It's what you do when you're at the stamping zoo. Okay, make sure your opening is facing the right way. Hover and check your margins, right? And then go to town. Ugh. Change a pop on basic white. I mean, get out. This with the sentiment, and you're done. Kathleen's granddaughter is expecting in July, and she's going to name her son Saint. Okay. Hey, yeah, at least it's different, right? I don't know how this happened, but I had no idea that whether or not Atlas was a common name or not. And my brother told me that there are 3 Atlases in his kindergarten. Really? 3 Atlases in his kindergarten, or maybe in that they know that are the same age that they're not related to. It's like, how? How did that all of a sudden that's the name? But it happens, right? And it's not like I keep up with it. Like, I'm not naming children, so um, I love them. We make up names too. Although they called out Chubs for a while. I don't know that I mean, it's an overweight child, and Chubs is not overweight. Not that I care, but of course they called him Chubs because when he was a baby, he was a chubby little baby. And yeah, I told them they might want to nix that when he goes to school. Don't give him any. Don't give the kids any ammunition. You know how that goes. So anyway, um, and I would love him if he was a Chubs too. Okay, so we're going to put this together now before we put onto the card, and we're going to make it into one big element. It's a lot easier to figure out where we want things, right? When it's one large element. Okay, I need my dimensionals, and they've gone walkabout somewhere. Oh, there we go. Walkabout. Now I am just going to for now, I'm just going to put some on the left-hand side because the right-hand side is going to have some ribbon on it. This is going to be close to that knot. So I don't want to make a speed bump with my Stampin' Dimensionals. And I don't love this big slice. So the whole thing, I'm probably going to move it over. Move over my little knot, a ribbon. And then this is going to be right up alongside it. Okay. Yeah. Yowza, she's beautiful. And then this thing, at least for right now, we're just going to put one on the bottom. Aw, Georgia Marie Elizabeth. Wow. I like that. It is a big name for a 5-pound baby. Someone in my office just had a baby too, and very English name. And the older daughter has an English type name too. So, and a baby that's named Lola. Isn't that adorable? I mean, they're just all super cute. They're just gonna be cute. So, what can you say? Now we have talked about this before, I believe, but if not, you know, I'll tell about my name because it's about mine. It's about me personally, so I can tell the story. But the story was that when I was born, my parents didn't know exactly what they were going to name me. They were young. They didn't know what they were doing, let alone naming me. So anyway, my mom was going to name me Valerie, and then my dad got mad. This is happening in the hospital. My dad got mad because she had had a boyfriend named Val. So that was out. I was not named Valerie. I was very close. Can you imagine it's a Valerie? I don't know. And so then my grandma, my mom's mom, said, well, you can call her what you want, but I'm going to call her Lisa Lynn. And I guess they were like, well, nobody's fighting about it, so we'll take it. And there I was. And I do think my grandma named me after Lisa on Green Acres, not Lisa Marie Presley, who actually in 1968, when I was born, Lisa was the #1 girl's name. And I'm sure it was because Lisa Marie Presley had been born, I don't know, maybe a year before me. But no, I was named after Zsa Zsa Gabor. So anyway, there you go. Little trivia for you, whether you want it or not. Okay, so now I can take this entire image, right, and place it exactly where I want instead of trying to place pieces and parts and not knowing quite how everything's going to work out. And let's do a little bias cut there and a little bias cut here. Oh man, I got too cavalier with that, didn't I? Okay, and I think I'm going to grab the sparklies this time because feeling like this needs a little shimmy shimmy. Where are you, sparklies? You know, we have so many beautiful new gems coming. So here are the shimmer gems. And I am going to just lean into that petunia pop. Just give it a little finalizing. You know what? Now this is a tiny bit lower because it's up. We can fix that. We can fix that. Yes, we can. Is this petunia pop? Yes. Okay. So they are gorgeous. And James, this is where you take your pick tool comes in. Hello, Lori. Lori, are you just getting off work? Doll face. Lori has to work at night sometimes. So I'm always sending her a virtual hug when she comes on, says she's coming on right after work, right? Okay, this is really cute. Can I just say that? This is cute. Now, do you prefer, here we go with our doctor's examination. Is it better here or here? And again, here, peach pie, or here, pop. You tell me. Don't say both. Don't say both. That's a cop out. You have to have a favorite. I know. I just popped on, didn't I, Lori? Well, I'm glad you weren't just watching your Facebook nonstop. It's okay to take a break. Best friend ever. With heartfelt sympathy, send love. So lucky to know you. And then this beautiful little flower market fits on the teapot and probably fits on this too. I go and handle a little bit, but, or of course you can use it in a little circle. Sue Beatty, bringing in the peach pie. Yeah. Casey says petunia pop is her #1 color. So we know what she likes. Nice. Well, these are some of my customer thank you cards that are going out on Monday. So if you shopped with me in the last 6 weeks, 6 weeks behind, but I'm making up for it with some special cards. So Jean says Petunia Pop. And let's see, what sentiment? I like the So Lucky to Know You Still. It's just a good one. And it's a really good one to send to my stampers, right? Okay, so if you guys place any orders between now and the next 5 days, well, now and the end of April, right? Like we were talking about, let's circle back to that. You'll be getting a card like this, featuring one of the in colors and featuring the Country Flowers stamp set. Okay, we got it straight. And if we had not gotten it straight, we don't have to throw the card away. No, hardly ever toss the card. We would have just die cut another, I feel like I have a die cut of Radiating Stitches. We just would have die cut that, glued it in here, made it look fancy. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, friends. It's 9:30 here, but I'm so glad that you all still were live, coming in live, and to all of you watching replay, hey! I'm saying hey just to the replay people now. Hey! All right, everyone. Have a great night. I'll probably see you again this weekend. So you keep those notifications on. If you're not already, follow me either on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, or follow me on Facebook and like my page. And then you'll get notified. Okay? You'll be one of the special zoo people. All right, everyone.